Good morning, sweet bees. Time to work on Yule Spread Day 3. So here is the rest of the deck today. I hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm kind of like out of it today. I'm so tired. So hopefully I will get some clear messages. For December 22nd, the question is going to be, what are my true talents? And we'll talk about the energies for the month of March. So, let's find out what are our true talents, little bees. That's going to be an interesting one. Especially for, well, we're not a big collective, so that could help with that. Oh, I was going to mix the cards. Should we get, you know what, let's get an angel message today. Just because I'm grumpy. So, let's see if we can, oh, here, how about to heal if anybody's feeling as grumpy as I am today. Let's get from l'Oracle des Medeores, the blue ones are healing cards. So, let's see what could help us heal grumpiness today. Like I don't have, you know, I have all the time in the world. I don't have to go to work again today. S'il vous plaît, nos anges. No guide-moi, s'il vous plaît. What could heal grumpiness today if anybody else but me is feeling grumpy? S'il vous plaît. What could help us? Thank you. That jumped out like clearly. Ha! Love of yourself is what's going to take away your grumpiness. Well, if you love yourself, if you're full of love, you send the love out there, you're less grumpy. I mean, that's what I preach all the time. But I'm so grumpy right now. Okay, love of yourself, my little bees, is what's going to help you not being grumpy today. Let me see if there is a interesting about it. I mean, this is clear. We all know what it is. This is all about a message. Let me see if we have message des cartes guidance Medeores. Aha! Amour de soi. It's not in here. It's the last one. If you pick this card, your oracle advises you to carry a Medeor amour de soi, the love of yourself. Medeor is like this is what this lady is making, fabricating, generating. Medeor is the mix of Latin and I forget what was the word, which is something about healing. I would look into wearing like a pink quartz or an amethyst because the quartz is all about love and healing. And amethyst is about well-being and good sleep and stuff like that. So if you're going to wear, you know, a stone, that's an idea. Because trying to find her stuff all the way in Europe, I don't know. This healing will help you to reconnect with your own wells of love. Find love again, consideration, respect, and loyalty towards yourself. It will help you put yourself number one. Okay, so basically, you have to be your own priority. That's what this oracle means. Well, that makes sense, you know, especially how busy we are right now and how we have to take care of everyone and many people. I could see how taking care of yourself would take away some grumpiness. Okay. Let's see, for little bees, s'il vous plaît. That just lightened my mood. What are the true talents of what are our true talents, s'il vous plaît? And our little bees. What are our little bees' true talents, s'il vous plaît? Nos guides, nos anges d'amour, s'il vous plaît. What are our true talents? The Chariot. Well, is to keep going no matter what. I think the guys today want to remind you that that you have like the fuel, the energy in your heart to keep going. I mean, look at the chariot is represented by Santa Claus distributing the gifts the night of Christmas Eve. Do you know? No, we don't. We just have no idea how much that takes to do this kind of stuff. First of all, we have to remember that Santa Claus is always depicted. I'm going to use that like the cartoon analogy, the not so much the legend, because I fell on some stories about, you know, Santa Claus and Saint Nick and Christmas and all the how Christmas came to be what it is today for us. It's actually not that old. I believe it started like in the 30s, like Rudolph being something for a commercial. For Macy's, I believe it was, or some kind of store like that. Anyways, he's not alone. He's getting help all year with the elves, and I want to say even the human being preparing for, not with the human being, maybe not all year, okay? Because there is what Santa does with bringing the gift to the deserving children, helping the naughty children with saying, about believing and deserving. So he has very little time, but he is very organized in order to get to this point. Even if he had helped, you need to be organized. So there is leadership in Santa Claus, there is love, there is organization, there is dedication, there is loyalty, there is giving, and I want to put the word in love, because in every story, what is the magic of Christmas? The magic of Christmas is love, faith, you know, it's believing. So I think I gave you like a bunch of words already to show what what was the term? Your talents. That's a lot of talents right there, you know, when you talk about leadership, dedication, creativity, like helping people to get together. I mean, spreading that energy is wonderful talent. And with the chariot, we also have, okay, so we have the number 7, to me, 7. I don't know why. I could not tell you because this goes back years when I was studying as a child already. Whatever I was studying, reading, 7 equates to the number of perfection to me. So we have that constant seeking, search for perfection, which could be careful. It could be dangerous, because when you try to reach for perfection, since it supposedly doesn't exist, even though we're all perfect now in our own way, I find, maybe you need to find your perfection, you know, what. But that just makes some people, you know, exhausted, because, you know, some of us never find it. There is always like, oh, but that could be this way. Oh, but that could be like that, you know, so. But so you have with a chariot, you have the notion of going toward your success, of keep going regardless of how hard the path is. But here, just bringing joy and spreading love and creating magic, and I just can't get away from that. Even though the chariot is like you are going toward your success and pretty fast. And I also feel like one of your talents could also be to not necessarily guiding, but like you'll be the one like pushing people, let's have a party, let's do something great, and you manage to make everyone get together and create something magical, you know, for your community, for your family. It feels like you're the one always, and I could be seeing where that grumpy energy was coming, is that when you are always the one that's like, okay, let's get up, let's do this, you know, you feel like you're the only one, you know, pushing everyone all the time, and it does get tiring. But just keep in mind that this is where I don't want to sound negative with that. Like, this is where your love of others come from. Others admire you for this spark. I mean, look at this. Like, even if it's the love of yourself, how you have the sun in that, like, looks like dark evening or dark night even. Like the moon would look like a sun. That's the kind of light you bring to the people around you, to the world. So keep that in mind. That's a lot of talents, my little bees. So now let's see what the energy for the month of March. Okay, so for those of you who are listening to this because something attracted you, first of all, welcome. And if you're listening to this in March, that would be the energies for June. Just add 3 months from now. Right now we are at the end of December 22nd. We're doing the third message from the Yule Spread, and we're looking at the energies of March. S'il vous plaît, nos anges. What? No guide. What is the energy? Ooh. So yesterday, the energies of March was all about what do we have at the bottom of the deck? Oh, the child. We're still in the energies of, and since this is, you know, for the whole 12 days, having the child or the fool at the bottom of the deck, that just really takes me to something definitely new for this, for next year. And I was talking about keeping the faith with the tree and the stars on top of it, and having hope and believing, you know, like you have faith and you still believe that something good is coming for you. You are but you are looking for it too. So we want you to keep that hope, that faith, and be reminded that there is something amazing and new and exciting this year. So yesterday, the energy for February was all about sharing and your abundance of wealth with the Queen of Gifts, and March is with the Five of Gifts. So the energy, we are still in the financial. I want to take this card as a warning, because you know that February is going to have financial abundance. And even, like, you know, you had the giving of the Queen of Gifts that was, you know, like playing Santa Claus almost and about to give her last gift. I would take that as a warning, my little bees, where, yes, you are going to feel like you have all this abundance in February, but save, because March is going to be a little bit financially more difficult. There is still the light not far. I mean, there could be, because you're outside of a church and there is a light here, that's the way I'm seeing it, that could be a loss. I hate to see that, but that could be a loss that's going to make you feel extremely sad. So just, I would take this card as you being mentally prepared for the loss, whether it's financial or with someone important. But what's to keep in mind is that you're not going to be alone in that suffering that you may be going through. So just, you know, we've had the energies of two since the very beginning. Excuse me. So, like I said, I would think of this as a card to prepare you for how March may be difficult, but just remember that you are, I'm thinking of the French word épaulé. You are shoulder, like, and it's funny that I'm thinking that because as I'm thinking you are shouldered, I noticed the tool that he's using, it's not a cane, whatever that's called, the crutch, but right under the shoulder, you know, that's helping him standing up. And how it looks like she's looking at a map. But since they are together, like, it's always, They are not looking at each other, and I want to remind you to possibly look at each other and help each other, shoulder each other. You don't have to be alone in your anguish, knowing that the other person is going to be living the same anguish as you are. So lots of warning for the month of March. Possible financial, not so much loss in the sense like need, financial need. You are going to be in need. So whatever extra you have in February, save it. Because February it feels like you're going to be like, yay, fantastic, I have all this stuff. And then March, like, whoa. But you're not alone. So you're not alone through so possible financial loss, possible loss that are going to make you feel extremely sad and lost. But keep in mind that you have another person feeling the same thing. So look at each other, help each other, shoulder each other. You know, like kind of like when you're in a place where you are sitting very uncomfortably, and if you just, since you're with your friend, just sit against each other, all of a sudden you're carrying each other's weight, and you're a lot more comfortable, and you can relax and breathe better because you're holding your back straighter, type of thing. So that's the energy I feel for March. More like be prepared. You were warned, you were given all the advice here. And we're talking about reindeer medicine today. That jumped out so quickly. With number 28, it feels like a deja vu. I want to read it. It's such a, to me, it's an exciting card. We have the number with 28. I notice number 8 with infinity, and again the number 2. And the addition of the 3 will make a 3, 30, 3 plus 0, 3, and again with the Holy Trinity and the help of the community. Journey into the depths of your soul and awakening of sights revealed. It's time for no time at all, for all is presently here. So in the universe, whatever abundance of beautiful things that should be coming to you is already here. So obviously there is no time. In tarot reading, time is a very difficult notion because time for us may represent a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, time is just a second is a nothing. So a year is a nothing. For us, it could represent a lot again. But if you journey into the depths of your soul, you already have the answer within yourself. Trust, it's always about having faith and trusting your intuition. I mean, this has been said since the very first cards we picked with the word intuition and the number 2. And with the purity of heart with Mother Mary is trust in the universe, okay? Trust in the divine. Reindeer medicine, PQR. Can we get to it? Here it is. The keyword, inner strength, journeys, fighting for your dreams. Reindeer are hardy and majestic creatures. Unlike other animals, they are the only ones who keep their antlers all year long, carrying them like crowns atop their heads. I just realized something as I'm reading reindeer. I'm like, wait a minute. Your talents on the cards of, on the chariot here. I forgot to notice, and I feel like this is a reminder that it's not just Santa Claus, there is also reindeers on this. So this message is very strong about that, I feel. And you have 2 reindeers, not 8, like 8 or 10, I can't remember in the lore, but 2 reindeers. And we talk about the reindeer medicine. So let's listen to this. They've earned the right to feel like kings, but as the saying goes, heavy is the head that wears a crown. And I was talking about you being the leader earlier. Reindeer make long migrations every year through the harsh conditions of the tundra. They face challenge after challenge, yet they prevail and even make friends along the way. I love how the energy is like going back with your talents here. So we are talking about you, my little bees. Reindeer are known to be openly cheery and often form relationships with humans, despite the challenging conditions in which they live. Reindeer medicine asks you, what responsibilities are you willing to endure in the pursuit of your dreams? Goals take work, even with the cosmic forces behind you. You will still face challenges on your soul's path, no matter how aligned you are with your spirit. Reindeer medicine has come to your spread to tell you not to give up. And I feel like this is very strong with a chariot, how, I was telling you, like, you have all this strength, all this dedication, you keep going, and we had the love of yourself card that came out. So you are really called to not give up. The challenges you're facing now teach you how to be stronger and more resourceful, and to find ways to face your fears rather than running from them. Stay the course, for you are on the path towards success. I love this. Stay the course, for you are on the path towards success. It's amazing. You may not see it now with harsh conditions in your way, but you are so close to what you seek. This message is amplified if you also put candle magic. Well, I feel like this message is amplified just with this right here. So you may have a step back also in March, but that's okay. You have the help. You are able, like I was talking to you about, like you're able to put all the human beings together, I don't want to call them followers, but more like people that support you and want to be there for you, because you bring that light and joy around you. Okay, very beautiful message for today. Let's see what Mother Mary is going to add to that, s'il vous plaît, Maman Marie. Okay, too many. I was going to pick like Our Lady of Nourishment because she fell right on it, especially on the need card. But too many jumped out. Maman Marie, s'il vous plaît, can we get one clear message to add to today's pool? Thank you. Our Lady of Starting Over. And I was showing, with this series, the notion of starting over here, because when you're at the bottom right here, you can only go up. And look at these two cards here. How she's holding her heart and how she's holding her heart here. Messages are duplicated. We are back with the number 2 here. Our Lady of Starting Over is here to help you put the past, especially a painful past, to rest. Her heart is larger than any suffering or confusion. You can trust in her love to successfully guide you through this transition, as she encourages you to step onto a new path. Okay, I will not say, hey, we had the child at the beginning. I was talking about new paths here. And we are stepping into, like, there is so much in the talents of the message of the talents for today. You are entitled to learn and then be entirely free from all that has been. Open your heart to a fresh start. And that, my little bees, is the difficult things to do. Allowing yourself to start something new. But you have it all to do. S'il vous plaît, gratitude message for little bees. Thank you. Reflect on the bad. Okay. So like we were telling you about... help you put the past in the past. If you reflect on it, you realize, that it is in the past, and then be grateful that it's over to allow yourself this new beginning. My little bees, I wish you a fantastic day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye-bye.